Hey YouTube, coming at you with our first community day of 2025, and it is a started Pokemon Sprigatito, and it is a grass type Pokemon, so is getting Frenzy Plants, which you should always put on your Pokemon, but is also getting a new second move. So we'll look at that, and we'll look at whether this affects this Pokemon for the Great League and the Ultra League. So Sunday, January 5th from 2 till 5. The grass cat Pokemon will be featured. Evolve it and you will get Frenzy Plant. So obviously Frenzy Plant is one of the best charge moves in the game. I always say Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn, Hydro Cannon. It's not even a should I get on it? Is it better? Yes, it's better. Get the move. So definitely get the move on the Pokemon. But attack availability update. Starting with the event, MEOWSCARADA. We're going to call it Meow. Will be able to limit charge attack Flower Trick. Now, in trainer battles, it only does 30 power. So this is going to have to guarantee some sort of secondary, like an attack buff or an attack fall for your Pokemon. I'm guessing like some sort of attack buff or defense buff or both, because this 30 power is terrible. Money, research. Okay, event bonuses. I like how they now are doing the research above the event bonuses. Like, come on, Niantic, you thirsty. Event bonuses: 3 times Stardust, 2 times Candy, 2 times chance for level 31s to receive XL. Lure mod. Okay, so it's 3 times Stardust is your main bonus. The rest are always the same. So always great to have Stardust bonus. Field research, and again money, and again. Well, it's not for money, but for Pokebook for coins. For coins, you'll get 50 Ultra Balls. Who cares? 5 Super Incubators, 1 Elite. Oh yeah, charge. Oh yeah. So if you care about the Elite TMs, this is where you'd want to get it. Stickers and yada 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 yada. Okay. Meow. As you can see by the 411 ranked, it is still garbage. Now, why is it still garbage? Well, it is an absolute glass cannon at 141 attack with absolutely no defense and stamina. Now, Frenzy Plant is one of the best charge moves in the game. As you can see, 45 for 120 for 2.67 damage per energy. Now, the problem is it still takes 14 turns worth of moves to get there and 12 on the next one. Because Leafage is only charging at, it has Charm and Leafage is only charging at 3.5 energy per turn. For this Pokemon to be any sort of meta relevant, and again, get Frenzy Plant on this Pokemon because you always get Frenzy Plant. It's an insane move. And who knows, it could get a faster charging like Vine Whip or something that 4.5 energy. You probably need a 4.5 energy per turn move, quite honestly, on this Pokemon. But because it's only a 3.5 energy turn, you're not able to get to those frenzies in time. Now, that's where this Flower Trick comes on. So with same type attack bonus, it is a 36 damage move, 35 energy. For a 1.03 damage per energy. We don't care about that. It has, yeah, as not surprising, it has a 100% chance of boosting your attack, and it only takes 10 to get to. So, my guess is that, first of all, this Pokemon is still useless. There's a million other grass Pokemon I would want to use above. Night Slash as the second move is fine, 1.71 chance to buff your attack as well. I would get Frenzy Plant in case this Pokemon gets a faster charging fast move. But the recommended moveset is Night Slash Frenzy Plant. I don't think that's right. I think that the only way this Pokemon is going to be viable is if you run Flower Trick to boost your attack and then land a crazy 1 KO Frenzy Plant. And even at that, it's not going to work well because it still takes 14 to get to that. So you need to bait to boost your attack and then land the Frenzy Plant for an insane amount of damage, which means you're going to need shield advantage. In terms of typing, you are half dark, holy weaknesses and resistances. Okay, grass dark, so a shiftry typing here. Double weak to bug, single weak to fairy, fighting, fire, flying, ice, and poison, which is the meta. Fighting, fire, poison. You do resist, double resist psychic, single resist water, ground, grass, ghost, electric, dark. I mean, there are a decent amount of those too. So your typings are all over the place. I don't think having 7, I don't think that having 7 weaknesses is offset by having 7 resistances. I just think the 7 weaknesses are going to cause you too many problems. So between the weaknesses and the terrible fast move, I don't think this Pokemon's going to have any play. My guess is that if you sim it, so 15-22 is actually not a bad record on like in win-loss total. Obviously with the 442 average is terrible, and this is oh my god. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what these numbers are, PvPoke ranks matchups from 0 to 1,000. 1,000 means you are going to absolutely destroy the Pokemon. They have no chance against you. So you're going to kill Water and Mud Boys. Not surprising. But when you get to zeros here, it means you are going to get killed. So to have any in 100 is terrible. But to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pokemon beat you with a score of 184 or less is insane. It means you will get absolutely deleted in a second. So I'm guessing like 2 Incinerates take you out. Okay, 4 Incinerates, but with a shield, they're left with 103 because they can just absolutely, because you're so glassy, right? So they can just rip through you with these fast moves. Now, my guess is that this Pokemon benefits from shield advantage. So in the 0-1 shield advantage, you now have a 25 and 12 record. And in the 2-1, you probably maybe go down because you're going to take a lot of damage here. 25 and 12. Yeah, 22 and 15. That makes sense. Just because of how glassy you are, there's probably Pokemon that can take you out with a sheet, like they can just out spam you because Frenzy takes a while to get to you. Not a while, but it takes an okay amount to get to you. That if they have a shield, like the Talonflame, they can just like pure incinerate you down. So in the 1 shield, you're not going to do amazing. But with like a 0-1 shield advantage, you can do okay. In the Ultra League, I can't imagine this is going to be any better. 412, yeah, not surprising. Let me just see, because this is with Night Slash, 15 and 22. Let me see with Flower Trick what happens here. Still the same. Your average maybe goes down a bit. Let me check the shield advantage now, because I'm guessing with shield advantage, the 0-1 is probably the same because you can just go straight Frenzy. 22. Yeah, okay, so it's similar-ish. I think Night Slash just provides you a little... You are dark, so I think Night Slash provides you a little more coverage. So if you get against a Pokemon that resists grass, like a fire Pokemon, or a steel Pokemon, or what else resists grass? Fire, steel, other grass Pokemon, poison Pokemon. So there's a lot of things that resist grass, which is why it's always one of the worst typings in this meta. So much so that when there was a water dominated like 15 Pokemon in the top 25 that were water, there was no grass around because grass is just a bad typing. So I think Night Slash, because it is also 35 move and has a chance to boost your attack, just provides you a little more coverage. That being said, you know what? That being said, it provides you coverage. But unless, well, it's just, you know, it's in the damage per energy is high enough that it won't matter. What I was going to say is, if you actually only have 1 move to throw, and you have Night Slash and you have Frenzy Plant, you're still throwing Frenzy Plant. Because even a resisted Frenzy Plant will do more than a Night Slash. So you're still throwing a resisted Frenzy Plant in those scenarios. But, again, it's not the same energy scenario, right? Because it's 7... It's a 35 versus a 45 energy. So sometimes you may only get to 1 move. And it's better to have the Night Slash than it is to have Flower Trick if you're not going to get to the Frenzy. So that is why the recommended moveset is Night Slash. But, you know, if you want to just build it out with Flower Trick and test it out like that, you can. But again, this Pokemon should have no real play in the meta given its stat product. It's just the stat product. The stat product and the terrible fast move are just a too bad combo to overcome. You can't overcome that glass cannonness with no energy generation to get to the charge moves. It doesn't work like that. So that is it. So that is the community day. Again, still worth getting. Always go and get the Frenzy Plants because you never know what moves can change in the future. But again, there's essentially 3 things. There's 3 bad things going for this Pokemon. Only one that you can fix. Its stat product won't change, so it's always going to be a super glass cannon with no ability to take any moves. Its typing is always going to have 7 weaknesses. So when you already start 0 for 2, you better have the best fast and charge move combo in the game. And right now, this does not have the best fast and charge move combo in the game to overcome those two weaknesses. So get it. Hope for a 4.5 energy per turn charge move. Otherwise, I think you can just keep it on the bench until then. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting, and I will see you guys in the next one.